Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to go over your one of your very last assignments in this class, and it is your multimodal project. So I'm going to go ahead, click on this, and go over it with you. For this assignment, you will create a multimodal project based on your research. This is your research paper. As discussed in class, multimodal composition consists of multiple modes of communication. There's a whole area of study centered around multimodal composition, and we really won't have time to really get into that in depth anyway. But basically, you're creating a visual based on your research paper. So the methods can include a visual, audio, tactile, or any other visual element that will complement your written text. By presenting in multiple modes, you're enhancing your message and reaching a wider audience. You have many options for this assignment, such as videos, poster board presentations, storyboards. I'm not very familiar with those, but that is out there. Drawings, paintings, PowerPoints, prezzies, collages, or any other creative visual element that will accurately represent your paper. Since we are completely online, uh, doing a PowerPoint or a Prezi would probably uh, be the easiest option right now. You can create a video. Also, you can, if you're into making videos, you can create that. Um, anything, really, I want you to be as creative as possible. Um, Really, the multimodal composition is basically how you can use something visual to uh, project your message. Okay, so not just only written, but something that is visual, like visual rhetoric. Okay, so you're taking your paper, you're taking your argument, and you're creating something visual. You're kind of bringing it to life. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples here in just a little bit. Uh, but, okay, so here it says, I will need to know what your visual presentation will be by April the 17th. So I moved that to April 24th. It could just be a couple of sentences just telling me what you plan on doing and why. And that's pretty much it. It will be on Blackboard. The tab for it will be on Blackboard anyway. So some of the requirements that I would like for you to just put somewhere on your visual. If you're doing a PowerPoint, just somewhere in the PowerPoint. For your PowerPoints, if you choose to create a PowerPoint, I'm not requiring that you have a certain number of slides. Now, if you use an image, an outside image, you will need to have a works cited slide stating where you got that from. That's basically just like a works cited page in an MLA formatted paper. Keep those things in mind. You would need to do that. But really, just so somewhere on your project, anywhere, and I'm going to show you an example of kind of what I'm thinking about, but I did it on a poster board. Your name, presenter, writer, your name. What is your argument? What was the purpose? Findings, exigence, key terms. Um, Now, the presentation, since we are online, I'm going to have you submit it through Blackboard. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm still looking into this. Should know here in about a couple of weeks or so, but I thought about creating a portfolio. With like a virtual gallery walk with your projects in there for those who wouldn't mind to have theirs included. So I'm looking into that as a possibility, but that's nothing really that you need to be concerned about. It was just something that I was going to do for you all because we were going to have a gallery walk in the library. But that's obviously not going to get to happen this year since we are all online. So let me show you some examples. Here's one I did here just in the house. Um, okay, so this is a poster board. If you were to do a poster board, you could just take a picture of it and upload it into Blackboard. Um, I included the title here. So this would be like the title of your paper, your argument. That's your thesis. What is your thesis? You can just simply write your thesis. What was the purpose? Why did you choose this particular topic? Exigence. Why now? Why is your topic argument? Uh, and why does it need to be addressed now? Um, say findings, the points, examples, evidence used in your paper. That is what you would put there. The findings that you come across while you are doing your research, and also to the key terms. Um, any terms that you came across in your research that is important to know, and the definition of it as well. Here is another thing too. I did a gallery walk at Collin College and Texas Woman's University. And so, okay, so here's some examples here. Now, this was what they would consider English 1301. This was, I'm trying to remember her paper. I think that this was a reporting information paper. Now, they didn't have the same requirements about exigence, key terms, purpose, argument on their poster board, but they had some other requirements that they had to go by. So this was a visual representation. I think I'm trying to remember what this was, but some, I think, preconceived notions concerning Africa. And then you open it up, and this was really cool. She took paper and tea bags and made this look old, and shared a little bit of history of Africa in this. This was also a group here. She made a video. And these are their portfolios. So if we had a gallery walk at the library, I would have you all have a portfolio. This is their paper, the annotated bibliography, and anything else that they used while they were doing their research. This one here, this is her portfolio. This is a shoebox, and this was really cool. This is a short story. This was a rhetorical analysis paper. She did a rhetorical analysis over the short story, The Yellow Wallpaper. And so this here is just, this is the story. It's been a while since I've read this story, but this is the story. Her husband was a psychologist, and the setting, I think it was in the 1880s, 1890s, when women who were dealing with psychological issues were put away. They were put into a room, kept to themselves, no outside contact, high calorie diets. And she just got to the point to where she was going insane. And so she imagined that there was a woman behind the yellow wallpaper. So this is really interesting. That was a really creative one. This was a narrative. This was just a little narrative of her life. This is a board game. I forgot what it's called, but she took a board game, took it apart, and put her narrative on there. And this is where she met her boyfriend, and he went off to the military, and she's going into nursing. And there's her portfolio. This was Man in the Mirror. I think that this was a rhetorical analysis as well. This was a narrative of the student's senior year. So lots of different things. I mean, you can make whatever you want. I just want you all to have fun with this. And if you have any questions, let me know.